so I'd have to figure out how to run it on Ubuntu. I'm sure it's doable somehow.
That's right. I forgot to turn mine on there. Doesn't Steve's website say on it?
Well, I went to the REA website and I didn't see a link for it, but that was the first website I went to.
Well, he may be remote and passed away. So, Clark, what do you think of the construction over here?
Well, hopefully they'll have the road resurfaced and the traffic won't be such an issue until then.
Yeah, hopefully next Saturday, if you're not busy, we can start working on it there. See that there and sever the line and start testing before the cold weather comes.
Isn't that the whole thing? You're supposed to be doing antenna work with your hands wrapped around some, hot cider and things like that?
No, don't you pronounce that solder?
Yes, wrap your hand around a hot soldering iron.
And take a video, too.
Have you ever noticed that, like, a lot of those stock videos for, like, people working and stuff with electronics, like most of the people they hire as models, I guess, pick up the soldering iron and hold it by the hot part. There's like tons of pictures of people doing that. It's very funny to me.
Funny? You hold it. You mean, okay, so when someone's holding, like, not the handle, but the metal part by the tip, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, like for just like photos, you could get like for your company to just slap up there of like people working and stuff like that. They're holding it, obviously not turned on by the metal part.
And Perry, that's what you were talking about too?
Yeah, there's one. It's pretty well circulated. It's like this girl, this cute chick. She got safety glasses on, and boy, she got a firm grip on the tip of the soldering iron, I tell you.
All right, the two of you need some education. Well, how do you think cold solder joints occur? That's what's going on there. That's not a normal soldering iron. That's for cold solder joints. Think about it.
Did you say joints?
What?
Share. Come on now, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Share.
Hey, no one even heard me, not even the chair. Yeah, cold solder joints.
AKA loose joints.
There's always a cold solder joint somewhere in a project, and that's the device you use to make them.
Well, most of the joints I got into, the fights were started.
I prefer gin joints.
See, this is why this frequency is talked about so much on the forums.
Because it's alive with activity?
Because it's very educational.
Hi, Roger this, Roger that, QSL OM destinated. That's why, because, I feel kind of talking like normal and not like that.
That's because this frequency is overdone.
Me and Clark, you don't want to hear what the X1ALF and I did this weekend?
Oh my God, my favorite is, well, I'm destinated at my home QTH where I live. What?
Sound like me. I've said that multiple times.
Yeah, there's two camps on that. That you got half of everyone says, oh, who cares if it makes them happy to Roger this and Roger that and QSL everything, and who cares? And then you've got the other half that says, this is why ham radio is dying, because you people talk like that, and anyone who is interested in ham radio is going to go, oh, you guys are weird.
You've been listening to the Weka frequency lately?
XYO and I got up a sex basket this weekend.
All I heard was sex basket.
What?
That's all I heard, too. All right, some explaining's needed.
Well, I was just saying, you often don't hear that conversation, when they say, hi, OM, the X1R and I got out the sex basket this weekend.
We're all still here waiting for the sex basket explanation.
Well, you guys were talking about, boring conversations, and I said, if those are the kind of conversations you're going to hear on the radio, I guess that gets people to tune in.
What's a sex basket?
That's what we're wondering.
It's like a fruit basket.
Oh, Jesus, you guys don't know what that is? Oh, you just, you attach it to the ceiling. It's got the proper attachment points, and, you can swing it back and forth.
That's what I was visualizing, but I wasn't sure.
All right, since we're getting into terminology here, this is actually a literal expression. I want to present this to the millennials because this apparently is a big millennial term. What does it mean when you're doing Netflix and chill?
It means, like, you want to bang this chick and you invite her over and you can't say, like, hey, come over, like, let's do it. So you just, like, watch Netflix and chill. Like, you want to come over and watch Netflix and chill.
Woo! Slam dunk. I should have expected that. Yeah.
Yeah, try that on Bubble Girl.
Oh, no. If I said to her, hey, let's do Netflix and chill, she's envisioning, like, curling up on the couch and watching Netflix all day. That's what she'll think.
Bring the popcorn.
But now let's say she's 20. Well, no. Let's say she's like 18. Now I got to go over to her house and ask, that in front of her dad. What am I going to say? Oh, yeah. Let's get down, get funky. No, I'll do Netflix and chill. You know what Dad's going to say? Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, no problem. You kids have a good time.
Yeah, can I borrow your sex basket, sir?
Well, it takes a while to find something to watch, but then you start watching it for like 5 minutes, and you don't know what happened the rest of the time.
You spend more time looking for something to watch than you actually do watching the Z program.
We could just dial in Pornhub.
You see, Bruce, that's where I'm at in life. I'm with you.
Hey, Bruce, call me.
And it's the Northeast Paging System. N1ALF to housewares, N1ALF to housewares.
Good evening, KD2 AFV.
Hi, Toby.
Hi, Perry.
That was a double.
How's everybody doing? I came in at sex swing, so you definitely have my interest.
No, it's a sex basket.
Oh, that's right.
W2BTK. I don't think I even said that yet.
Is that what you're changing out to recycling bags with now?
What was that about eggs?
Eggs and spam. Well, now back to Phil. Phil, what are you doing to the FT2000 now that you got it upside down with its legs in the air?
It's going to be on my Netflix special.
Never mind. Next subject.
Yes, it's true.
Yep. You just got to invite your girl over and you can watch it.
It's more or less like she's got to invite me upstairs.
There you go.
That's not going to happen. She likes it when you're in the basement.
Will do.
I think that might be along the lines of, come on down to my basement. I have a big inductor I want to show you.
I got a big Johnson.
Grandpa Munster had it all figured out. W2PHL.
That's right, the ham shack in the dungeon.
No, what's that for dinner?
You sound like Timtron with that transmitter.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. I got a new Variac. It's noisier.
That's acoustics. That's acoustic sound that's being picked up by your mic.
Yeah.
She's a buzzing.
Wow.
Whoa. What are you shaving over there? Never mind.
Yeah, it's like you got your manscaping.
He's shaving his armpits to be more even.
He's doing a French cut.
Isn't that like the new thing to do? Like, isn't not shaving, like these women are not shaving their armpits? It's like the new fad.
They all live in Vermont.
That's why I'm glad I live in Philadelphia.
That's just for, like, really angry women, I think, do that.
And
Well, the
hipsters.
bleeders do that.
And hipsters.
Dude, hipsters are angry. They're all bent out of shape most of the time about something.
Oh, man, hipsters. Okay, number one, Brooklyn's too expensive for you to live there. Shave your beard and get pants that actually fit you. There, that's my advice to the hipsters.
Is that a hamster in your armpit, or are you just happy to see me?
Clark, you're talking about it like 75% of everyone that just moved to Philadelphia in the past 5 years.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, because it's like, wow, it's like you guys all stepped off a package of brawny towels.
Needed spot.
And by the way, really? Do chicks dig beards all of a sudden? I mean, you know, it's more like a per person kind of thing. It's not like, oh, you do it because it's a fad. That doesn't work.
No, chicks always like beards or mustaches or goatees. I was told if I shaved, I gotta get out.
Yeah, I look weird without a beard. My beard is actually pretty hefty at the moment. It's probably, let's see, about 2 or 3 inches long. It's pretty big. Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with beards. What I'm saying is that to just grow a beard because, well, I'm hip, that's ridiculous. Beards have to be matched to the person because they specifically look better like that. Not because, hey, let's all just grow beards because, you know, that's what we do.
Well, yeah, Clark, but that's the thing now. You grow a beard just because it's the style, and that's what all the chicks dig right now. You got to look like you can change a tire and take down a tree, but you can't be able to do it.
Oh, that's handy. I don't think I've ever dated a woman who said she liked beards. Oh, well, okay, I guess that works.
I don't think you've ever taken down a tree.
Oh, yes, I
Never
have.
dated a woman.
All right, with your car?
You know, it's funny you said that. That's exactly right.
I know you. You only live a mile away.
Oh, yeah. That Grand Cherokee has taken down a tree. It's very easy. You just climb up as high as you can on the tree, attach the rope, drop it down, put it on the tow hitch, and, well, the rest is pretty obvious.
What?
The problem is once the tree's down, oh, damn, I need a chainsaw. That's the hard part.
Well, you should have came by and stopped and grabbed mine.
No, you just...
I will never grab anything of yours, so don't worry.
That's why you pay taxes.
Well, there's a million reasons why we pay taxes.
And none of them are good.
Yeah.
I had an uncle in Texas, Dallas.
Man, I worked out of state for a while this year. I'm going to have to do, like, extra taxes. Damn it.
Oh, that does suck, because you've got... Well, what was the other state, New York?
Pennsylvania.
You can deduct those taxes off your New Jersey taxes.
How about millennium tax?
I was concerned that, living in one state and then working in another. I did that. I worked in Connecticut and I lived in Connecticut and worked in New York for a couple of years, and that's when I learned that it's not like you just, get reamed and you just pay everybody's taxes. There are deductions for that.
Did you say Connecticut or Connecticut?
Well, I should have said Connecticut, because that's the way you say it when you live in Connecticut.
Oh, you got to say the way Brian says it, Connecticut.
No, he says Connecticut. But here's the guy who lives in Cheesecake Beach, Maryland.
Brian, where are you now to defend yourself?
He's with Willie Nelson on the road again.
That would be Lisa.
Oh, so is that thing back now?
Yep.
Is that weird? It sounds like some neighbors, something or other, making noise and everyone hears it, huh?
Someone swing. All right, I can explain to you what it sounds like.
Now I'm hearing a combination of that, static, and my cell phone resolving emails or something.
No, it sounds like my 1970 Chevelle with the 427 and a dual point distributor in it. Tick, 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 tick. Used to drive my neighbor nuts when I was out there in the backyard working on it. He was trying to watch a baseball game and his television was going tick, 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 tick. He would come over, can't you do that some other time? I said, yeah, like what? Well, how about 11:45 at night?
I put a boatload of ferrite clip-ons on the Camaro, on all the ignition wires, and it really knocked out the pulsing noise in my little Yaesu, and it worked amazing.
No, I wasn't looking to get rid of any noise over next door to him there, and that's why my Shakespeare big stick antenna was in CB antenna was right on the side of the house where his antenna was on his side of the house. Go figure.
Speaking of combustion engines, was it about a week or so ago, I saw a canal boat that had a single lung diesel engine in it. And you can tell because the exhaust pipe that stuck straight up, it was sort of like this, it was a retro thing, and the exhaust would just go poof, 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 as it puttered along. It was so cool.
Well, you should go to the antique farm things there when they got those steam engines in the way they... Those are neat. I had one of those, a real small one. I'd like to get another one there. So, anyway, we'll be going and seeing those this month. September 26th, we'll be at the Durham Fair, Durham, Connecticut, right off Route 91 there.
What are you selling, jam?
No. We go up for the monster trucks, the horse pulls, and the antique farm equipment. We go up there, and they got one place. I think you've been up there, haven't you? on the top of the hill, they got a guy up there that sells slamming sausage and pepper wedges.
No. But you were talking about hit or miss engines. My grandfather had one of those, and I used to play with it when I was a kid. Yeah, I'd love to have another one too, but they're like a collector's items now. They go for a lot of money.
When I go up there, some of them have them on sale. Not too bad. It depends on what size you get there, because they got the smaller one. There was a guy in Portland, Connecticut, worked for the state DOT there. He actually built miniature ones for them, because the company I worked for, we delivered what you call it there, black pipe or steam pipe like that, and we carried that diameter that he was looking for. So we ran up that way, but no, it's funny. I thought about you the other day because I was talking to somebody on the phone the other day up there up there in Patchogue Pond there, and I'm like, wow, Phil.
Yeah, W2PHL. Yeah, I spent a lot of time up there this summer. We did a lot of boating and stuff, and lots of fun. The water was warm all summer this year. We had a lot of sunshine. All good.
You must have turned something on because your signal and audio came way up. Yeah, I meant, well, the whole entire everything. Hamassakic Beach, there's some guy caught a bacteria there. He had a wound on his leg there, but they were saying that the bacteria in the waters was very, very high because of the extremely high temperatures we had. And this is why this hurricane is showing up the way it is, because the waters are so warm. N1ALF. Yeah. I remember with my boat with my Mercury on the back, the homemade hydroplane boat, and going around that lake with the motor turned sideways and the boat going sideways, and you're still going straight there, and heading for the dam or the fall. Yeah, fun place. I like it up there. I'm sure it's changed there now. Back in the days when we were hanging out there, there was nobody.
Well, the weekends it gets crowded for the most part, but during the week not so bad. And it's still not. What happens is there's a lot of like weekend warrior type non-boating people that don't really understand the rules of the road. And that's a little frustrating, especially when you're towing a skier or somebody on a tube, and you got jet skiers that are like cutting through the wake, right behind your skier. And you even got guys on boats that do that too. They don't realize the danger of following when you have somebody in tow. It's a little frustrating like that. But then what happens is we just take a break and let the yahoos have their fun, and eventually they leave. But yeah, that's the only big problem when you have people that don't understand the rules of boating or whatever. But other than that, pretty good.
Yeah, well, I listened to the state of Connecticut, DEEP, their enforcements there on the what's called salt water in the parks there, and just jet ski collided with another jet ski or a boat, and two boats collided, one sinking there, helicopters coming in, bump, this one drowns, so it's total out of control now. It wasn't that bad when I was up there. There was a guy up on Route 22 on Route 2 up there that had the greatest subs. When we came down further towards New London there, but there was one up that way there, and because of the subs in New London up there, up in the Thames River, that was better than Subway is now. They had what they call them hoagies, but heroes and stuff like that. But this guy had on his wagon there, his truck there, the best subs there in there. So yeah, I like to go up there and hang out there again sometimes. I don't know if anybody I know is still living up that way, but yeah, it's a good area, at least for Connecticut.
Well, Clark lives in Connecticut with a G, so I don't know, it might be a different state. But in that locale up there, Griswold, Voluntown, Stonington, they don't call them subs, they call them grinders.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Voluntown, she's, I got the article, and it was, I think it was the Huns and the Grateful Dead went at it there and shooting there in the bar there. And, yeah, Griswold. Yeah, there's what's it called there, the gorge over there. We go fishing there, and then over to Hopeville. We go over there to State Park and camping over there.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time up there. My grandfather had a place.
Miranda wanted a verbal yes or no to each question.
I want you to put.
Which was.
Stand, Mr. Turner, that you have been arrested for driving under the influence of an alcohol.
So, when I was a kid, like my parents, I guess they didn't care that much about me. And I would get my BB gun and a canteen, and I'd be gone for the whole day. no one ever cared. I guess I always came back, so it wasn't such a big deal. But I spent a lot of time up there, and then eventually we got the place by the lake, and I started a whole set of activities. You got the lake. You can find a lot of fun things to do. And I try. It's very difficult, but you got to keep the water from coming up your nose. You don't want to get that brain-eating amoeba. That's the only thing that you got to worry about when the water gets warm. So you can't go under the water and blow bubbles. It's not good.
Yeah, like I said, I remember.
Needed spot.
This is way back. This is in the 70s there, so the water conditions were a lot better then. So that's when I first had my